mal. Porquería.
What's up? It's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you once again. Bigger and better than ever, like we always are. JD's pissed. I'm pissed. We're just having overall terrible weekend. I don't even know where to start, but before we start our rant, guys, don't forget, hit the subscribe button on the bottom there. Make sure you hit that like button. That way you get those notifications to let you know what's going on. Again, it's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you. And we're going to talk again, because it is the NFL. We're going to talk our teams, because we're beyond disappointed. I mean, I don't know about you as a Jet fan, but I know I am. There's a ton of teams across the league that are right now in trouble, to say the least. So we're gonna talk a bit about the scores, what we saw, what we didn't see, and then we're gonna move on. But how do we start? How do we even start?
I don't know where to fucking start.
I mean,
I'm glad. I'm good. First of all,
for those people that saw the podcast where we were talking NFL predictions, remember how you told me, man, you got Denver last? I had told you. I said we're gonna start off hot, and we're gonna tank. Well, not tank, but we're gonna slowly decline. Because you got to factor in injuries, you got to factor in better competition, all of that stuff. So for me, I looked at the schedule and I said, man, it's going to be tough. Because of the fact that it's, Teddy Bridgewater, and not that I don't have hope on him, but, he's a good quarterback, but he's not the one that's going to take you way over the hump, History tells you that, he's...
So you're not angry. What are you feeling now? What? Tell me.
I mean, I'm pissed off, man, because we had every opportunity to win that game yesterday. It's just that we came out flat. We came out slow. Pittsburgh looked like they wanted it from the beginning, from the first snap. And Denver was just, in awe almost of the fact that they were playing in that building and fans were everywhere. And, and if I have a problem with anybody, it's that fucking cocksucker of Pat Shurmur. Because his offensive game plan has been a problem, has always been a problem for me.
Yeah, he's sitting pretty up in the box, too.
Yeah, that's another problem I have, which I get some offensive coordinators that do that. They want to see the perspective from the field. They want to see how guys are lined up. You don't get that being on the field exactly. I get that. But you know what? Get somebody else, some peon from the team, make them go up there, take some pictures, and send it down to you.
I get it.
But I want to see my offensive coordinator there talking to his quarterback. I want to see him grabbing him by the fucking helmet or grabbing him by the goddamn jersey and telling him, look, we got to run this play like this, or the quarterback yelling at fucking him to let him know, I don't like these fucking calls. But that's a fucking problem right now.
Right.
And I'm fucking tired of it.
We'll get there. We'll close the show and talking all three of these stupid teams that we root for. Well, not three. The other one, we have to talk about the Giants, because we have a lot of our friends are Giant fans too, and they're miserable.
Yeah, bro.
And that's okay, because all the good feeling we had last week, and I'm glad we didn't do a show. We had some issues technically in getting things together. I'm fucking pissed at life. That's just me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like doing anything, and I didn't fall for the trap. Everybody fell for the trap.
Oh, yeah.
We feel good. The Yankees won. We'll get to that also.
Yep.
The Jets won in overtime, and fucking the Giants won with their comeback, and woohoo!
Yep.
And Daniel Jones, offensive player of the week in the NFC.
Yep.
And Zach Wilson, the offensive rookie of the week. Congratulations. And you went and you shit the bed yesterday. Everybody happy. I'm glad I didn't say nothing. I stay low and I mind my fucking business. That's what I did, Chris.
Yep.
That's what I did.
Amazing what a difference a week does.
We're
amazing.
so desperate for winning in New York. We're so desperate for some sort of success. We're impatient, and I told you, stupid Jet fans out there, all of you who are out there in Jet Twitter, you know who you are. I'm not going to mention your fucking names. I will. I promise I will. Because I'm going to embarrass you. And I told you fucks. And then you should have seen it yesterday. What did Sam Donner do? You see, he fucked out. And now we bring that up now.
Yep. Stop looking over the fence.
Stop looking over there. Because when he does good, it's, he should be doing that. He's a fourth-year quarterback. He should be doing good. Then when he does bad, you see, it's not, he fucked up.
Yep.
So.
You can't have it both ways.
Can't have it both ways.
Nope.
And here we are, a week later, and we're all miserable again. And my team heads into the bye. Thank God! Because they can't lose a game. They can't lose a game.
Nope.
Robert Saleh, go in there, slap the fucking young quarterback around, slap your OC around. I don't care what you do at this point. Just get the boys right. Give them a break. Get them back out of fucking London. What are they doing over there? They went in there and embarrass themselves. And the NFL does this every year. They send the worst teams to England every fucking year. What a grand prize for if you finish last in the league or second to last. The grand prize for you is London! Woo-hoo! To go see the London Bridge.
Yep.
How do you expect how those people feel like? All right, we got American football, hey? American football. Yep. We're going to come over here, we're going to watch some football, and we send them the two worst teams you could possibly send them. And next week's even worse. I think it's Houston and Jacksonville, some shit like that, some garbage.
Another game over there?
Another game over there.
Jesus Christ, man. They're trying too hard. They're trying too hard.
Before we continue in our soliloquy and more depression, I need more Pepto-Bismol, Advil, drugs. I mean, you fucking name it. You name it. You name it. We're going to go run down the scores for you first because that's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to go quickly because we didn't spend so much time in dissecting these three ball games that it needs our undivided attention. And we're going to wrap it to last week's stuff too, just to kind of merge it in together for you. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I'm sick to my stomach, Chris. I am beyond.
Yeah. I mean,
nauseous at this point. The season's over. I mean, my team already knew it was over.
Right.
But it's more continuing of wetting the bed, the more interceptions. We'll just get there. We'll just get there. Well,
my season is not over.
Yeah, you still have a great shot, but you know, I'll give you analysis on your team when we get there.
Yeah. Because
there's some hope for you still, even if you don't make it this year.
Yeah.
Because your roster is set.
Yeah.
So let's talk about.
Just got to stay healthy.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. We're gonna go down the line here. One of the games that captivated us, besides that shit show we saw at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is my team, the Green Bay
9:30 the fucking.
Yeah. It woke me up for that.
Was so weird, bro.
Couldn't even have a cup of coffee, but we're already fucking down 10-0.
Yep.
Green Bay at Cincinnati. This game was.
Oh, yeah.
We go up, and we go down, and we go up, and we go down.
Yep.
Field goal kickers missing shit left and right. Mason Crosby. And the other cocksucker for Cincinnati, I can't fucking pronounce his name, but he doesn't even deserve to even mention his fucking name.
Yep.
You dummy. In your own home field.
Yeah, the poor guy celebrated. And it was a kudos to him though. He hit the flag at the top of the.
Oh, he celebrated. You saw that, right? He thought he hit it. Yeah. And they're grabbing him. They're humping each other in midfield. Yep. And all of a sudden, no, hijo la gran puta. No, incomplete.
Yep.
Going back to the sideline crying.
Yep.
And this game
was a
good
winner.
Game. Actually.
Yes.
You know, Joe Burrow.
Jamar Chase
and Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. We already know what he does.
And apparently, Burrow was playing with a neck contusion.
Oh yeah.
Had to be rushed to the hospital.
Throat contusion. I think somebody fucking chopped him in his fucking throat.
That's probably what it is.
That's how it was getting. It was a fucking karate chop to his fucking throat.
Yep.
That shit hurts.
Yep.
That hurts, ladies and gentlemen. And that final score was 25-22. Cincinnati came all the way back to make that shit a 22-game all where they kicked them another field goal to tie this game up.
Heartbreaker, man.
And we're not going to go through all the stats and every little thing, but that was a good game, which I didn't think it was going to be a game. My partner got it right. He thought that Cincinnati would really give him a fight.
I thought so.
I thought Aaron then which it did start that way. It was slapping him around,
Yep.
and you let these guys hang in there.
Yep.
But you know what? Joe Burrow, which I had no doubt about him. I thought he'd be a good quarterback.
Me neither. At LSU, I thought he was going to be a good quarterback.
Good success, and he's done enough time in college to grow in this game, and
Right.
I like where he's at, and good for Cincinnati.
And once I saw him, even in his rookie year, the way he was, throwing it down the field, not just, the dink and ducks, like the a la Mac Jones, and he's like rifling it down the field, and he's, getting these comebacks, coming in, running a 2-minute offense. I was like, man, this kid he's something special, man.
They're the Jamar Chase too, man.
Yeah.
If that's your number one guy, then God bless you. I remember they were making fun of him because he was getting too many drops in training camp and the first couple games of the season. Drop here, drop there.
That
Okay, I
happens.
get it. No problem.
Rookie.
But the kid now knows how to get open. He knows his quarterback.
He gained his confidence.
And they know each other from college already.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
that was a very easy transition. And good
Yeah,
for them.
yeah.
But it's a tough love. They're still 3-2. They're still in the division. Give them time to kind of mend their wheels. Okay.
Right.
So, but that's a good road win for Green Bay. They're rolling along. No one's gonna. I don't think nobody's gonna challenge them because even Minnesota has.
They've shit the bed too.
I mean, they won yesterday by the grace of God, but
Yeah.
I think they're all 2 games behind Green Bay now for
Yep.
sure. So that's tough to make up.
Yep.
And speaking of Detroit and Minnesota, that's the next game.
Oh man, that was a heartbreaker.
1917. Boy, did
Detroit-
Mr. Kneecap over here, the coach. What's his name?
I forget his name.
It passes my mind.
He
He was crying in the
He was crying on the press conference.
crying in the press. I appreciate it. Those guys fucking work hard, man. I really
Yeah.
wanted it for them. You know,
Yeah.
and I get it, bro.
Yeah.
They could have won 4 games. Okay, these 5 games, 4 games should have been won, and they played hard. It's not like they're being blown out. I give them credit. They're playing.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
playing.
they're playing hard.
Yeah, this is
They're
not
playing off.
They're not the 0-16 Detroit Lions.
Goff is doing what he can at quarterback. He's not stinking it up.
Yeah, he's just mediocre, man.
Yeah.
He's just moving along.
He's just moving
that's
along,
all he
man.
can do, man. Minnesota struggled, which was hard. I
Against
think Detroit,
Washington, right?
No, Detroit, Minnesota,
Minnesota,
Detroit.
Detroit. Okay.
Minnesota had a good running game. This was not Cousins' best day for his first game. That he doesn't look all that. But again, it's a division game. You're gonna get that. It's a fucking slugfest.
Yeah,
So they know each other
absolutely.
way too well, and this is what you're gonna get. So Minnesota ekes out of there, and they move on.
Right.
Your game we already know is 27-19. We'll get to that. The next one was Tampa Bay, Miami at Tampa Bay,
Man.
and
That was
that was a slaughterhouse. We all knew that. I knew
Man.
that Miami had no chance.
I mean, they at the beginning they kind of kept it close. They were scoring whatnot.
Yeah, they were
But-
punch for punch, jab for jab,
Yeah.
until they finally gave him a roundhouse.
Fucking Brady, 5 touchdowns
And 5
man.
touchdowns for this
Son
guy.
of
They
a
woke
bitch,
up.
man.
They moved right down the line. Goodbye, Miami. You're 1-4, right next to my Jets, sitting over here.
Yep.
Sit right over here. Sit right over here. Where do you think you were going?
Oh, man. The 1-4 chair is waiting for you.
Huh? Where do you think you were going, Miami?
Oh, come on, they don't have their
Yeah,
quarterback.
I
man.
don't care.
I mean, I don't even think with
I want
Tua they're winning
pain.
tomorrow.
I want pain.
They
for
were
them.
winning yesterday.
Yeah.
Not even with Tua.
Goodbye.
But they
Goodbye.
would have won other
No.
games.
They were a little bunch of cocky motherfuckers. Your little fucking 10-6 year last year, your little bullshit bubble, COVID year, no fans. You thought
Fitzpatrick
you were the
was
shit.
Fitzpatrick was.
running around like a fucking Viking.
Yep.
You got nothing. You have nothing now. You're nothing but a bunch of fucking losers, wet, stuffy, stinky, arenque. That's what you are. Just codfish at this point. Smelly underbelly bridge from Sarasota, the red tide, like I told you before, the red tide. Cocksuckers. 1-4 next to me, next to daddy. Next to me. Okay?
Right.
We'll talk to you later about that too. After that, New Orleans and Washington. That was a good game too. Washington came back on that. Hanky flying around like he's another one that just loves to roll out, roll back.
Yeah.
I'm going to chuck it all over the place. His helmet's fucking the other way. He's
Yep.
running. It just looks a
Unorthodox.
complete disaster.
Yeah.
But they make it work. And McClellan, too, had a great game of receiver again, as usual. Boy, I would love to have that guy in fantasy, man.
Yeah.
That little motherfucker catches fucking everything. But anyway, that was tough on Washington because now they let Philadelphia catch pace now, and they had to keep pace with Dallas in that division.
Yeah.
And that sucked for them because if they would have won that game, they're 3-2. They're right in the mix, and you don't let Dallas run away. But clearly, we know that Dallas is going to be the head of the class. They're going to go 12, 13 ball games,
Especially
you
after
know.
that last game.
Yeah, and we'll get to that too. Next was Philly. This one's a good one because Philly won their fucking game. Now they're 2-3.
Right.
And shame on you, Carolina. And I'm a
Yep.
big Sam Darnold guy. I mean, you're up 15-3. You got to win that game.
Yep.
At home. And I get it. Your offensive line stinks. Chris, that offensive line is
Yeah,
putrid.
they can't do shit for
And with no McCaffrey, it makes it even worse.
Makes it even
So
worse.
now
Yep.
it's Sam Darnold butt naked out there with his pants down, and they're whipping him in his little white cheeks.
Yep.
Whipping him. And what
Yep.
do? You panic, you throw the ball, you see something, boom, interception.
Yeah, because the receivers
Interception.
he has, you're talking about Richie Anderson. There's just honestly he's a deep threat. He's
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
He can burn most cornerbacks and get behind them, and you can get a good score.
Yeah.
But he's not
And
one of those.
And he did okay yesterday too. Remember the Philly defense good. People
Yes.
were sleeping on that, man.
Yes. Yes.
The fucking Gordo on the line. What's his name? Fucking the old man. This fucking guy never ages. My God, he's still rushing the quarterback. What's his name?
I don't even know.
Sorry, guys. I apologize. Brain cramp, man. But anyway, and this guy Hurts did what he had to do. Methodically came back little by little, ran the ball well.
Right.
Good for them. Good win. That was a good road win for Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That drops Carolina to 3-2.
Which-
Now you're looking up at Tampa.
Tampa
That
now.
Tampa's now is you had to keep pace with them.
Yep.
You had to keep pace with them, but that's okay because
Yep.
you still got 2 meetings with them, and that's the game I want to see in that division is Carolina and Tampa, and hopefully they get McCaffrey back by then so we can see the true shit on that.
Yeah.
Tennessee and Jacksonville, we already knew that was going to happen.
No.
Tennessee bounced back. They're not going to lose.
I don't even know who's watching that game.
Yeah, I don't think Tennessee was going to lose to 2 just disgusting teams
Right.
in the AFC, which is back-to-back weeks between the Jets and Jacksonville. There's no way they're gonna do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We called them sleeping.
I'm sure they were embarrassed.
Yeah, they were embarrassed. We play well. Give it that. We play well in Tennessee at home. They were down their receivers, but we're down everybody too. So
Right.
fuck you. I don't feel sorry for nobody when it comes to injuries.
Right.
And Tennessee basically blew that game open in the middle of the third into the early fourth quarter.
Right.
Done. Goodbye. Jacksonville. See you later. And Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor Lawrence
and your coach
are in a
are
problem.
There's some issues over there in Jacksonville.
Yep.
And you, Urban Meyer,
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck you were thinking.
Getting his socks rocked.
Getting your socks rocked.
Yep.
You wanna play games. Well, welcome to the NFL, and then there's cameras everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, don't he know that anybody can record anything, bro?
I've never understood that. Guys that go to these clubs, guys that go to these locations that is very public, and you think people are not going to recognize you. What are you thinking? What are you doing? You're
Brutal.
a fucking moron.
Brutal. Next game, this game pissed me off. So Houston and New England.
Oh man.
Houston actually played well. The young quarterback Mills played well.
Yep.
I don't know how he did it twice. He rolled out right, Chris, and chucked the ball
Yep.
to the right sideline.
With 2 guys on him.
2 guys on it. And
Two
looked like
guys.
identical plays. I couldn't believe
They
that
ran the
Bill
same play.
Belichick
Yep.
fucking let
They
this
ran
happen
the
again.
same play.
Jumped up, ran the ball, and then run it back across the field for the touchdown.
Yep.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And they had a decent lead. They had a very good
Good
lead.
lead, and then you let New
You
England
let
come
New England
back.
come back.
And it wasn't Mac Jones wasn't doing all that. He was just chopping you down with these little bullshit dunks, dump here, a dump there.
I'm
and a
curious to
field
see what
goal
their third down efficiency was.
Yeah, it's field goal after field goal after field goal. Before you know, it was like, it's 22 all?
Yep.
Who the fuck scored a touchdown?
Yep.
It was field goals and
After
field goals and field goals.
Because they can't produce.
Yeah.
They know it. They can't produce. They get to the red zone. That's it. This is where we stop.
I was this close to New England being 1-4.
Oh, man.
All 3 of us together in the bottom of the pits, holding hands
in the barrels of
in
hell.
the barrels of hell. New England, Miami, the Jets. This division is just an absolute joke. And I get it. We're in the rebuilding process, and Miami is still stuck in limbo on what quarterback they're going to use. But anyway, that would have been fun. That would have gave me at least some grace.
That would have made me feel great.
Yeah. Then the next game, and good for New England. They fucking just get out of there. Chicago and the Vegas Raiders.
Shame on the Raiders. Shame on the Raiders. Shame
That
on
was
the Raiders.
bad, bro.
Look at Justin Fields' numbers.
Yeah.
Shame on the
I'm even
Raiders.
scared to even look, man.
Shame on the Raiders.
Because
Justin
they started out hot, and here come the Raiders again.
Yeah. The Raiders being the Raiders. Yep. And we got them next week. This week coming. Can't even say next week. This weekend we got them. And watch, and they're playing at Denver.
That's unbelievable, dude. That's unbelievable. I'm not even gonna bother because to be left in 9 points. And listen, Chicago's defense is legit.
It is. I
gotta give them a little break on that.
It is. But you got too many weapons.
You can't let a rookie quarterback with no David Montgomery, who's out for a couple weeks now. That this guy looked fucking lost and just kind of like chipping you away until they eked out 20 points on you. And you couldn't do nothing else. But shame on them. They go right down the fucking division, pummeling down.
Fucking everything up.
Yep. Then the 4:00 games. Here comes Cleveland at the LA Chargers. That was
a slugfest.
A slugfest. And you know what? I got to give Cleveland a little bit of credit. Odell. I mean, Odell did nothing as usual. He has to get his legs back on the knee. To me, Odell's just overrated already. He's just just get out of there, Odell.
I mean, this is what, his second game back?
Who knows? I don't even know. I've never attached myself to this guy.
But like you say, Cleveland being Cleveland.
At the end of the day,
apparently they made history yesterday. They are the first team in NFL history to score 40 points, no turnovers, and lose the game.
And lose the fucking game. That's Cleveland Brown.
Cleveland being Cleveland.
Cleveland Brown football at its finest.
And they played well. Baker Mayfield played well.
With no receivers because there was no Landry. Yep. Odell, we don't know what he is.
Yep.
So he's basically working with Higgins.
They ran the ball.
People Sandals. Some guy named People something.
Yeah.
Sounds like a law firm.
They ran the ball very well.
As usual. Because that's what helps.
Between Chubb, absolutely. Yeah, that two-headed monster is ridiculous. Between Chubb and Kareem Hunt, they ran that ball. I think that by halftime, they were well over 100 yards rushing already.
Yeah. Easy. 47-42, guys.
Wow.
47-42. And let me tell you guys,
if I was a Cleveland fan, I would be like, of course, Cleveland. Of course it would be us, that we would be the only team in NFL history to lose a 40-point fucking score.
Yeah.
With no turnovers.
No turnovers.
That means your game was practically perfection.
Yeah.
But what bothers me is that Cleveland's defense allowed 47 fucking points. So although the offense did what they did,
and they're good defense. I think they're top 3.
Yeah. How do you allow?
No.
It is the Chargers.
Yes, that's what I was about to get to.
It is the Chargers.
Justin Herbert
is a real deal.
And that offense.
I can't believe
you
that
better
motherfucker's
watch
in
your
the
ass,
AFC
man.
West, bro.
Yeah, I think it's better watch your ass.
He's the new crown, bro. For this year, he's the new crown.
That kid is,
he is
they
special,
just scored galore. He plays like a veteran out there.
Here's a kicker no one's fucking talking about. There is a possibility, a real good possibility, that we see both LA teams at the Super Bowl in the same house.
Damn.
And nobody's talking about it. So you heard it here first.
Oh, yeah. How you like that, baby? I mean,
that would be mayhem.
Yeah, man.
Fucking
that's a good thought.
Mayhem.
That's a good thought, man, because, the Chargers are for real in the AFC.
Yes.
Man. And you already know that the Rams are
the only one
probably clear-cut favorite next to Dallas.
The only one I see practically in the AFC in their way right now would be Buffalo.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah, but I think they can go blow for blow with Buffalo.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They can go blow for blow with Buffalo. And Buffalo's got a good defense,
These fucking Chargers, bro.
The Chargers are no fucking joke, man.
Yo, they had Eckler yesterday running.
Good for them.
They had fucking Williams.
I mean, look.
I got Williams on my fantasy football, so he did well for me yesterday. So I'm very happy about that. But
Keenan Allen didn't even have a good
he
game
did.
either.
And this is what I told my scumbag Will. This is what I told Will. I said Keenan Allen is a great wide receiver. Absolutely. But he commands too much attention. So who do you think the ball's going to? The other guy.
The other ball.
That's why I drafted the other guy.
Yeah. It's going to be, folks, open your eyes, get the boogers out, and pay attention to the Chargers.
Wow, man.
And they're coming strong with their little powder blue fucking these little fucking uniforms that look like.
If the Rams can get it right, and if the Rams can get past Arizona, maybe Arizona becomes Arizona again. And
I'm not fully invested. Yeah, I'm not fully invested in Arizona yet.
I'm still
they're
not
5-0, but
yeah. But if LA can get their shit right with Stafford doing what he's doing, and they get to the Super Bowl with the Chargers in the same fucking building, wow!
And all LA,
it'll trump what the Bucks did last year.
Yeah, because it will definitely do, because either team is going to win it. So
Yeah.
they're going to win in the home field.
Yep. Somebody's gonna
That's
win.
a beautiful stadium.
Yeah,
SoFi.
man. Yeah, man.
Yep. So good for them.
In Inglewood.
Yep. I tell you what,
They're gonna be crip walking like a
yeah,
motherfucker over there.
it's gonna
bro.
be
They
all
gotta
California
careful.
over there, bro.
Them celebs very careful. Watch
Yep.
your fucking back.
Yep.
Inglewood is Inglewood.
Next game is San Francisco at Arizona. That was a tough one
Yep.
to watch because another rookie quarterback. So now we got
Trey
all
Lance.
5 quarterbacks now
Yep.
that are starting in the football
Yep.
in their starting positions of their teams, and then we're gonna go from there.
But-
And we knew.
But Arizona was scoring at will.
Well, it was 17-10. It was rough because remember San Francisco can play defense. They can play.
But Arizona
they moved the ball up and down.
They were
Nice.
executing. They were executing like crazy, man.
Good for them.
Tyler Murray.
5-0 these motherfuckers.
Kyler Murray has stepped his game up tremendously.
Yeah.
He looks, like you said, like a little fucking,
Yeah, like a little
like a
fucking
little
Mighty Mouse,
lollipop
man.
kid,
Yeah,
bro. And it's like,
bro,
I cannot believe this kid's got that arm
you can't give a good
or that
shot
speed
to that motherfucker,
Yeah, man. If you look at his size, you would not say he's got the arm that he has. He's
Nope.
throwing up Hail Marys like crazy, and he doesn't. And he has the speed that he has, which is crazy.
Terrific. Good for Arizona. They're 5-0 for the first time, I think, since 1963 or 74 or something
Since
like that.
since ever. Let's just say ever.
Since ever. The next game, which was the night game, was Buffalo at Kansas City. Let me tell you this.
That was beautiful.
Kansas City, you are in big trouble.
That was poetry in motion for me.
You
loved
are in
it.
big trouble.
I fucking
Your
loved it.
defense stinks.
Oh,
You can't stop anybody. This is what happens when you put all your money on the offense and you start letting go of guys like Clark, who are good defensive ends.
Sammy
who can
Watkins.
rush.
They let go of Sammy Watkins.
The other pass rusher too, Houston. What
Oh
was his
yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah.
Houston,
Justin Houston.
Justin Houston.
Yep.
You know, these were key guys in that team
Yep.
that they went elsewhere.
Yep. You want to pay Mahomes,
you want-
Mr.
yeah,
45 million, $50 million,
$50 million a
$50
year.
million a year.
And
That's what's gonna happen. So
that was
so
38-20, man.
beautiful.
They fucked them up.
Beautiful.
Man.
I was fucking loving
at
it.
Kansas City.
Yep.
None of this.
Yep. Take your chop. Yep. And
You know
shove
what?
it up your fucking ass,
The
Kansas
fucking
City.
honeymoon is over.
Yep.
Paste mama huevos.
It's
I'm tired.
over.
Tired.
I'm so
Everything's
glad.
about Mahomes and
I'm
my
so glad.
homeboy and blah, blah, blah with all your little nicknames.
Yep.
And your Andy Reid love fest.
Yep.
Well,
3
guess
turnovers,
what?
I believe it was that he
Yeah,
had.
throwing picks everywhere.
Yep.
That's how you talk script. Yeah, it's my fault that
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Fucking,
I
yeah.
should be playing like that. Okay, Kermit the Frog.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Fucking cookie
Okay.
monster,
Yeah.
cocksucker.
I
Stand
just
there,
want to know
son
what
of a bitch.
happened. And,
Yeah.
there were just certain things
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I was thinking about. That,
Yeah.
normally I don't play like that.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
one of my characteristics.
Yeah.
I closed my
Pat.
eyes. I closed my eyes, and I thought that that
Yeah.
my receiver was going to be there. And then just it just happened.
Pal, you guys got to regroup. Okay, and I'm sure they will.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll beat up
They're
some of
not-
the bad teams.
They're not out of it. They're 2 and 3.
They're 2 and 3,
They still
but-
are a threat,
Oh.
but you're not looking good.
All right, so now let's get to these last 3 games, which the other 4:00 game was the Dallas and the Giants.
And the Giants.
And we saw our brother Steve. Came down to the house, say what's up.
Yep.
His Sunday morning stroll.
You did tell them.
I did tell
Keep
him,
your expectations low
Manito, keep the expectations
because
low.
Dallas is no joke.
Even with a full squad that you guys had,
Yep.
Dallas offense is ridiculous.
Yep.
And their defense now, Diggs. I think his name is Diggs, the corner. He's
Yes.
got like fucking 10,000 interceptions.
He's got like 6 interceptions.
You know,
5 interceptions in 5 games.
Yeah. And
Did he
this
get
guy-
one yesterday?
Yeah, he did get one yesterday.
So that's 6 and 6.
I'm just like, wow.
Yep.
The middle linebacker Parsons did his thing.
Yep.
And Dallas did what they do on offense. They methodically ran the ball well.
Yep.
Ezekiel did well.
He
Pollard
did
did well.
Yep.
Zeke did his thing.
And you know what? I'm glad that they have a 2-headed monster right now between
that helps
Zeke,
out.
between Zeke and Pollard because they're 2 different runners and you get to use them simultaneously.
Yeah.
So that shit is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they realized that.
And Giant fans, I've yelled this from the top of the peaks, Chris. What did I say? What did I say about I never liked it when they did it with Sam. I never liked it when they do it to any quarterback, running quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, and these guys.
Yep. But,
Please.
Mr. Josh Allen took a shot yesterday.
Josh Allen took a shot. I said, guys, please, can we keep to a minimal
Yep.
that we put these quarterbacks in these positions? I put it on our chat. And I said, guys, I don't like those play calls. No, but he's got legs. He's got wheels. He can run. No, one day they're going to catch him.
Yep.
And the times all the Giants fans were celebrating when he trucked the 2 fucking defensive linemen in Atlanta to get that 2-point conversion or the touchdown. I forgot what play it was. And they're, Daniel Jones, he trucked him. Oh, woohoo.
Yep.
And guess what happened yesterday?
Yep. The
Mr. Jason Garrett
shot heard around the world.
says, hey, Daniel, we're going to bootleg left, fake the handoff, and you're going to run it in. You're going to run it in, bro. And I don't care what it takes. You fucking stick your head in there. You fucking run it in.
Yep.
Because for some odd reason, we don't trust running backs in the NFL. And I don't care if you had the fifth backup running back you had in there. You give that play to your fucking running back.
Yep.
And look what they did. The next touchdown they had, what the backup do? Booker, whatever his name is, jumped right over the line.
Devontae
Touchdown.
Booker, yeah.
Jump right over the line.
Former Bronco, by the way.
Yeah. You mean to tell me you couldn't make that play call? No. You want to put your franchise quarterback
In
harm's way.
Yep.
He does a fake left handoff, rolls out to the left side, not even to the strong side where he can see. No,
Right.
to the left where he's a right-handed quarterback.
Yep.
So you could already tell that he was uncomfortable already even holding the ball.
Yeah.
You send him left.
Yep.
He buries his head. The linebacker gets up to him and the defensive lineman. They converge. They smack. And I don't want to hear about the helmet to helmet. That was not helmet to helmet. Because Daniel lowered his head, and the guy, when he went to hug him to hit him in the face mask. Here.
Yep.
What the head injury came was when they drove him to the ground and smashed his head on the ground.
Yep.
And both of Daniel Jones, which my heart was out for him, bro.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about the Giants. For me, they can rot in hell.
Right.
But to see a player come up, you can tell he didn't know where the fuck he was standing.
Nope. His clock was cleaned out.
His clock was cleaned out. He had white foam or saliva and pieces of turf in his mouth.
Yep.
He's
And-
literally spitting it out.
Yep. And the TVs went off of him as he was trying to
Right.
walk back to the auto,
Right.
and he was stumbling.
And the replay came. He stumbled. And you know what? Good sportsmanship. I know you guys hate Dallas, but the cornerback saw what Daniel was doing. He ran to Daniel, held him up,
Yep.
and called the guys like, yo, don't
Yep.
move. Stay right there. He had the entire medical team literally on his shoulders,
Yep.
and he's over there shaking his head.
Yeah.
Because you, Jason Garrett, decided I'm going to do a naked bootleg, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, and because Daniel Jones has wheels, he is going to go in there and barrel two Dallas Cowboy guys
Yeah.
because you think he can do it.
I honestly thought if I was Daniel,
Brutal call.
right, if you're going to run that play and you got two guys coming at you, at least keep the ball in one hand and try to stiff arm the other. As strong as he is, because he's strong. He's got the ability to break tackles, and we've seen it before.
Yeah,
and that's why Giant fans were like, "Oh my God, he trucked the two guys in Atlanta, whatever."
One by one, but
Okay.
you can't break two guys at the same time.
Exactly, but if he would have stiff armed them to a degree, he would have stopped somewhat of them of that momentum.
Nope. He-
and maybe he gets bounced out of bounds.
He corralled it,
right,
and
went
head
down.
first.
And went down.
Try like torpedo his way in, and that all that weight plus the two players on him drove his head to the ground.
My God, man, his brain went on a restart, bro. That was a
Everybody,
terrible,
the
terrible
injuries
look, man.
and blah blah. I get
Yep.
it, but that could have been avoided.
And then Saquon gets a non-contact sort of injury.
Steps on the foot.
He steps on the foot of
Yep.
someone
His
else.
shit fucking went bloop,
His
bloop.
shit went sideways. Then they showed that shit on TV. His
Yeah.
shit looked like he had a baseball on the side of his ankle.
Yeah, softball.
Can't catch a goddamn break because in reality, look.
I believe is one of the AFC teams. The Chargers are coming into town.
Oh my God.
Or you're going to the Chargers. You're going to be 1-5, 1-6
Yeah.
before any of these guys maybe come back.
Yep.
What are you going to do now with Saquon Barkley? Are you picking up that fifth-year option, which at this point you probably should, okay, which I think it only commands about $7 million on his last thing, and then you basically have to franchise tag him every year after that as much as you can.
Well, I mean,
Because
he's got to stay healthy.
Are you going to commit? Let me tell you, the Giants, you are in a world of shit because right now you're going to be in the same predicament where the Jets were last year.
Right.
You're going to have a lame duck quarterback because if you fire the general manager is going to want his own quarterback.
Yep.
And God forbid they get rid of Joe Judge because depending how you guys finish this year, and they look at Joe Judge and reevaluate him and say, listen, you came in here with all your little strict rules in New England Patriot way and your bullshit, and you end up 2-16 or whatever the number is, 17 games, 2-15,
Right.
or you barely win 3 games, you could be hitting out. And I can see the Giants pushing the reset button on everything.
Yep.
And there goes Daniel Jones out the door.
And Mara throwing chairs again.
Yeah. And if you finish that bad, you'll be in position for the first pick, 2 or maybe top 3 picks for the next quarterback, which I don't think is a strong class next year.
Right.
But you should be in the run of maybe Deshaun Watson or somebody else in the free agency that you can go ahead and get yourself a veteran quarterback, a young veteran quarterback to lead this team. That's the way I see it. So there's a lot of decision making needs to go down with Mr. Mara. Forget about the general manager. To me, the general manager is a walking dead man. Dead man walking.
Yeah.
Dead man walking.
Yep.
And the new general manager is going to want his own coach.
Because a lot was riding on this year. They picked up a lot of free agents to, build weapons around, Daniel Jones. They went the defensive route. They picked up people. The Giants did what they were supposed to do.
Money. They spent a lot of money, and you're going to have the same record or worse
than last year. Yeah.
Going backwards and not knowing what you have in Daniel Jones.
I mean,
and what you're going to do with him.
As a positive, they're not losing games because of Daniel Jones. That's the positive.
Momentarily.
Right. That's the positive. You're not losing because of him. Your defense shows up one game, then it fucking doesn't show up one day. Your offense shows up one day. Daniel Jones is doing what he can.
They were horrible yesterday in the beginning. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He started out 0-6 with no passing yards in the first quarter.
Yeah, they couldn't do shit.
Second quarter, they finally, if it wasn't for that bomb he threw down deep, he would have had almost 50 yards of passing.
Yeah.
How could that happen if you just threw for 400, which, again, that 400-yard game last week, I'm sorry, guys. I know that he's player of the month in the week or whatever.
Right.
But a lot of that was because of catch-up ball. You were down 21-10 in that fourth quarter. Okay? And he threw the ball almost 50 times.
Right.
All right. So a lot of that was catch-up football where you're just throwing and throwing and throwing, just racking up numbers. That's basically it.
You're pretty much playing hurry-up offense.
You're playing hurry-up offense to get that. So let's don't focus too much on the stats. And this is why I hate people. Oh, look what he did. Stats here, here, the yards. No.
You could tell they weren't looking at the game.
Yeah, you got to watch the game.
You got to watch the game.
They had 10 points in the fourth quarter. 10 points.
Yep.
And I don't know what happened. They put a smelling salt up their nose. And you know what? They giddy up and they scored quick in that one play with Barkley. Yep. And next thing you know, okay, now it's a one-score game. They got the 2-point conversion.
Yep.
And it was more New Orleans playing conservative.
Yeah.
Is what got him back in that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know that Alvin Kamara did not get one
single carry?
One target. Even passing the ball. Not one fucking target.
Wow.
Jameis Winston, you couldn't find Kamara one time on the flat?
Yep.
So, there you go, guys. I feel bad for you on the injuries, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Because the Jets went through the same shit. When Sam Darnold was running around with Jason Smith and the other dummy, Lawrence Cager, these guys from the practice squad, and everybody, hey, Sam.
Who's the other one? Barrios?
Barrios. He's a nice, okay guy.
But where is he now? The bottom of the bottom of the depth charts. Yeah.
I told you guys. And there's teams all over the place losing players, all over the place, including my Jets this year.
Oh, absolutely.
And we'll get to them now.
Look at me.
You. Now we go to my Jets. What can we say about them? Once again, you started poor again. We had 2 3-and-outs.
Wow, man.
And the defense was already huffing and puffing, already from the game before with Tennessee. 93 plays.
Wow.
So you play 93 plays, 93 snaps. You fly over to London, and we win the toss. And what do? We defer. Oh, great! So we're gonna give Atlanta the ball right off the bat. You couldn't put your offense on the field right away.
Yep.
So right off the field, boom, 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 right down the field.
They scored.
Yep. 3 points. Well, the field goal. We stop them.
Right.
Here comes my team. 3-and-out. Here they come again, right down the field, methodically, 12 plays, 75 yards, touchdown.
I mean, shout out to these people.
Yeah. They missed Riley. There was no
to Atlanta. Yeah,
I think his name was Cage.
They changed up their offense, though. That's why they were successful.
They went right to Pitts. And come on, Jets, you didn't know that Kyle Pitts was going to get the ball there?
No.
With Patterson, those are the only 2 guys you had.
Yep.
But again, Chris, the defense was winded already.
Yeah.
Second quarter came. The Jets still just
nothing happening.
Nothing happening.
Trying to get something going.
The time of possession is just.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing it. It was like 15 after the first quarter. It was 15 or like mid-second quarter. It was like 15 minutes.
15 to
Atlanta
2 minutes,
to like 2 minutes that the Jets had the ball.
And it's just constantly, and poor CJ Mosley was like, "Well, we're out there. We gotta stop." I said, "CJ, I get you." And then that's what the stupid call came in because they actually did make the stop.
Right.
And they called the roughing the passer
on
Quincy Williams, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
And that took the air out of the entire drive and deflated the defense.
Yep.
Now you can't touch the motherfucker.
Yep. They were supposed to get off the field at that play.
Yep. That was it right there because it was an incomplete pass.
Yep.
It was 3rd and 12. That would have put the offense back on the field. And I mean, at this point, I don't know what we're going to do if they want to score or even get a first down. It took us to the middle of the second quarter to get our first down. Our first down.
Yeah.
And this is to the people that were in England that wanted to watch real football, real American football. And that's the shit show that we gave them. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Then we come back as usual, second half. Plays a little bit better. We make it 20-17. Okay, here we go. I need the defense to make the stop now. And what happened, Chris? No more legs left in them.
Yeah.
We scored the touchdown. Here we go. You got to make the stop. And I promise you, if the Jets make the stop there, the Jets would score or at least minimum tie that football game because the momentum was going.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's been our story for the whole year. And Zach Wilson, I knew this was going to happen, but to all my Jet fans who wanted Sam Darnold out of here and we're going to go with Zach and we're going to be great. We're going to win 7 games maybe. We're going to look great. No, we don't look great.
Yep.
We don't look great. I told you he was going to wet the bed. I told you he was going to shit the bed. I told you he was going to vomit the bed. I told you guys. You want to go this way. You want to go this route and be patient. You know you're not going to be patient.
No, not at all, man.
How can you Jet fans tell me?
I have yet to see a Jet fan that's fucking
patient. We're going to be patient. We know it's going to be a bad year. Okay, we're going to. But can you live it another 17 weeks doing this? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Can you do it? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you, Jets.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit down calmly. I'll put the TV on. I'll look at Zach Wilson. How's he doing? He's all right? Okay. Did we win or we lose? I'm looking at the game. Okay, no problem. No more. You're not getting any more emotion out of me anymore.
Yep.
I am done. I will turn the page. I will just keep an eye on Robert Saleh to see how they do their adjustments, how they do their coaching, and how they're doing to make sure that this team is prepared to play. Forget about win.
Yeah.
We need them to play, be competitive. If they can do that, then I'll throw my hands up in my air, and that's it. And we'll move forward. That's it.
I mean,
I'm not doing anymore.
I also think that, what is it, Matt LaFleur? Or is it Mike LaFleur?
Mike LaFleur.
Mike LaFleur. His inexperience being an offensive coordinator is showing his ugly face.
Yeah, because
that's another one.
He doesn't trust the quarterback yet.
Yeah.
We have no veteran backup quarterback to even sit down with him during the game and say, hey, man, this is what I'm seeing here. You got to pay attention to this. Supposedly now they're talking to Josh McCown now.
To bring him back?
Yeah, to bring him back to kind of
bring him along.
Oh,
wow.
Okay, guys. Now we're gonna do this in week what?
Mid-season.
Week 5, week 6 now.
Mid-season.
Great. So at the end of the day, we knew what the Jets were gonna be. I'm not surprised. Is it 42-0 like we were with Adam Gase and them?
Right.
And let me tell you something. Even with Adam Gase, as bad as he was, the Jets in every game almost last year scored on their first possession.
Wow.
Pa que lo sepa.
Wow. That's good.
So the first scripted 15 plays, that just looked terrific. Boom, 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 boom.
They just couldn't sustain it.
And they just couldn't sustain it because once the defense figured you out,
yep.
Mr. Crazy Eyes didn't know how to adjust.
Right.
And he said, you're going to run the play I give you, and that's it. No audibles.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were cooked. We can't even get off the schneid. It's like
terrible field position too.
Terrible field position. But I'm not gonna cry with that, Chris. I'm not gonna cry with that. We're 1-4. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, and you expected this.
Yeah, I expected this.
Yep.
There was an inkling of hope that if you beat Atlanta, which it was a good chance because the way we played Tennessee, hey man, we go 2-3 into the bye. That's not fucking bad, bro. You go against New England on the way back. You go to New England.
And New England is winnable.
And New England's winnable. They're not anything crazy.
Yeah.
You go there and you get your revenge game.
And I still think you could win that game.
Yeah.
I still think.
And see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. Pick your stuff. The schedule lightens up a little bit. Well, I can't say lighten up because now Cincinnati's good.
Yeah.
We'll have Jacksonville, Houston. So there's some games in there that I can say, okay, Jets, this is the bottom of the barrel here too.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking at you too like, oh, this is the Jets. We can kick their ass too.
Yep.
So just go out there and just make the offense look functional like LaFleur. Can you do that?
Yep.
That's all I ask.
Yep.
That's all I ask.
Being relevant. That's what it is.
That's what I ask.
For me and my Broncos.
Let's close it out. Go ahead.
It's a lack for yesterday's game at least. And I can go back to last week's game too.
Mm-hmm.
where we were fucking shellacked as well. One was Bridgewater getting fucking hammered because I'm missing 2 offensive linemen. Helmet coming off, helmet to helmet hit. He's down on the ground, laid out, and enter Drew Lock.
Yep.
Now, I'm not going to kill Drew Lock.
This was last week you're talking about.
Yeah, last week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to kill Drew Lock for last week because you're talking about a guy
He was a bit
whose
prepared.
number one confidence is on the shitter. You're not talking about a seasoned vet that came in and could try to function. You're talking about a guy that hasn't taken live bullets in God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't seen any live action in a very, very long time. So I'm not going to even get on him. And we still had the ability to make some functional shit. But again, the play calling, fucking horrible. Right. Abandoned the run completely in the second half. No Melvin Gordon, no Javonte Williams. Meanwhile, at the first half, Javonte Williams literally carried almost the entire fucking Baltimore team on his back to the fucking goal line.
Right.
But come this game,
Right.
which I thought was winnable, and it was winnable because even at the end of the game, we were still in it.
Right. You guys made that late push too because you were behind by a lot.
Right. But the problem is, the minute we came out, it was like no intensity, no sense of urgency.
Pittsburgh brought it. Yeah.
Pittsburgh brought that shit and just fucking hammered us.
The bomb killed you. That's what happened. Opening the game.
Yeah.
80 yards. What was it? Like 80 yards down the field?
I think it was like 60, 60
70 yards right down the field. Took the air right out of the building.
Yeah.
Well, not their building, out of your sales.
Completely. We came out flat. The defense was getting, come on, man. It's fucking Ben Roethlisberger, man. And yes, he had Chase Claypool.
Yeah. I told you he's got weapons back.
Yeah, he's got his weapons back.
Schuster.
Schuster. Well, Schuster didn't do shit. We knocked his ass out, too.
I told you it was going to be a tough game because that game at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it is because it's a hostile territory.
They beat Buffalo.
Right.
They beat Buffalo
but I was looking at it from the aspect of if you could just function the offense the way you were doing it the first couple of weeks, which is it doesn't have to be completely all the way down the field. Just, find your guys. Noah Fant had, I believe, was 2 catches yesterday.
Yeah.
Tim Patrick was the main guy getting it. Cortland was the one with the most targets and with the most catches. He did his deed yesterday. So my wide receivers are doing what they needed to do. But this is where you look at it and you say, okay, if Jerry Jeudy was playing, we win this game.
Wow.
If KJ Hamler's playing, we win this game.
That's your third or fourth receiver there too. That's all you guys there.
Yeah. But if all my guys are there because my offensive lineman came back, and even with that, Pittsburgh was still coming with that with the blitz, bro.
They were aggressive, man.
Just crazy with it, bro.
The problem was they saw blood in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that Teddy Bridgewater was going to be a little nervous. He's coming out of a concussion.
Yeah.
And he's going to be skitsy.
And
what do you think Tomlin dialed up?
Yeah, he dialed the roughest shit in the world.
We're
going
to attack him. We're going to make him nervous.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what happened, bro.
But
that's why I believe Teddy Bridgewater should have sat this game, put Locke in there, and let Teddy get his legs back and his head back.
Right.
And don't stick him out in the fucking road at Pittsburgh.
But the problem is the Broncos have no trust in Drew Lock. That's the fucking problem.
You got to take that L there. You just hope for the best.
You drafted him.
And get your starting quarterback right. Because look, Chris, at the end of the day, if this keeps up with your offense that looks very uninspiring, like there's no big plays.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? There's no explosive plays.
There's no threat.
There's no threat. It's just steady Eddie, like you said. Steady Teddy.
Yeah.
That's not going to be enough with this weapons that you have here.
Or Teddy Two Gloves. That's what they call him now.
Yeah. That's not enough juice.
No.
So this is the good news I'm going to give you before we get out of here, guys. Okay? And for Denver, and I think we can put the Giants into this too. You will be in position, because I don't know if did you sign Teddy to a 1-year deal? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll be in position for Deshaun Watson next year. Okay? And same thing for you Giant fans. I don't want to tickle your fanny, but I would strongly consider that you can get yourself a 25-year-old quarterback ready to go.
I don't see the Giants doing that.
You got to make
the Giants have never been the type to go in there, make a trade, and mortgage the future.
Yeah, but a quarterback in this draft is not going to be around.
No,
and
I
Daniel
know.
Jones
I know.
is nothing to be.
I know.
Who's going to put butts in the seats?
I know.
Deshaun Watson.
Exactly. But I've never seen the Giants do that.
You give Deshaun Watson those weapons the Giants have, and now you add Tooney into that mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guys, let's talk about Tooney also. Calm down. Calm down with Tooney. The reason why he got 13 targets because he's the only receiver that was left. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's calm down. He got ejected. You already saw where his attitude's at now.
Yeah.
He punched the guy in the fucking face, and now he might be suspended. And there goes all the goodwill he built up right out the door.
Yep. He's a loudmouth. Because remember him after, was it week 1 or week 2? He was already bitching that he wasn't being utilized on the offense enough.
A fucking rookie yelling at an offensive coordinator talking about you need to utilize me better.
Yeah.
So let's calm down.
You're a fucking rookie.
He's not the next Odell or the next this and blah, blah, blah. He's a rookie wet in the ass rookie. That's what he is. Wet in the ass. Okay?
Yep.
He had a nice game. All you did was throw because you were down forever. Okay? So let's calm down on Tooney.
And Saquon was gone.
Good player.
Yeah.
Take your baby steps, okay? Let's not like, oh, he was electric. He was this. Oh my God, what a weapon. They were saying on the radio in New York radio, ESPN, that this was must-see TV.
Oh God.
Box office. For Tooney? Come on, man.
I would say that about CeeDee Lamb.
Come on.
That's what I would say that to.
Come on. Yeah. Let's take it easy. But again, if I was you with the Denver Broncos, get whatever you can squeeze out of this year, Chris. See what kind of run you can make. Fight for the playoffs because you got the extra wild card now. We have an extra wild card now.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard coming out of that AFC West.
The division is tough.
It's gonna be hard.
But just hope that the other divisions are weak too.
because you know,
AFC South.
Although right now Kansas City's in a basement, I don't see them being there for the rest of the year. They're gonna get it right.
They'll be there.
It's gonna be Kansas City. Well, actually, it's gonna be LA and then Kansas City because I don't see LA, the Chargers, losing many games.
It's still early, but
they are on an ultimate high.
The way things are going, it's going to be tough, man.
I see.
You know, the AFC East is only Buffalo coming out of there.
Exactly.
Nobody else.
Exactly.
NFC South is Tennessee. I don't see nobody else coming out.
That's it.
So everybody out of the West is going to be it.
Yeah. And then it's the North.
And whatever the North is.
The North is going to be
Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and Baltimore. Yeah, those three. Oh, even Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Two divisions are going to basically be packing the playoffs.
The playoffs.
So this will be my cherry in the top for you, Chris, and everybody else. And I'll throw the Giants in there too. You tell me what you think, guys, on the comments below. I was strongly, and I know you're going to be in it, and Miami's going to be in it. But for Giant fans, I would strongly suggest Deshaun Watson. I would put him on your Christmas list. I would go hard for him. Denver, you do the same thing.
Yeah. At this point, yeah, because Von Miller's not getting any younger.
Those roster is ready.
My defense should be stellar, even though the last 2 weeks have not shown that. And my offense, my offensive skill players are there, and they're only going to get better.
Oh yeah, but a quarterback that can get them the ball, who can roll out, who can get plays with his feet.
Absolutely.
The kid is an absolute stud.
But
whoever picks up Deshaun Watson is going to be because again, your roster's ready. It looks like the Giants roster's ready.
Yep.
We're not talking about the rebuilding Giants. This is a Giant team that spent money.
Yeah.
They have weapons galore, and now that you found Tooney, which is he was the backup. He was the backup of the backup.
Right.
And because the only reason why he's on the field because Shepard and them are hurt, Slayton is hurt, and this guy is hurt. Of course, he's going to come out and shine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's take it easy on Tooney.
But it's good to see that he's producing.
Yes.
You know,
so
that he can be relied on.
You're the only one that can get open here.
Yeah.
Go. Run around.
So that's good because he probably would if Slayton and Shepard are on the field,
he doesn't get any run.
He doesn't get any.
He doesn't get any burn.
So he'd be sitting out bitching and moaning like he was in week 2.
Yeah. So
all
guys,
I know is
Giant fans, I'm sorry. Okay, it's not fun.
Nope, it's definitely not.
You know, again, no one's gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody feels sorry for my team.
Nope.
Nobody feels sorry for all the other teams that are going into that. So it's just not looking good. The only thing that's terrible for the city is that both our football teams stink.
Yep.
It's really more an embarrassment than you guys. You really know we were going to be bad. You guys had the mantle, and the mantle's been dropped again.
Yep.
It was your turn to pump up, keep the city going, and that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You got big issues with Dave Gettleman, what you're gonna do with your coach, and what you're gonna do with your quarterback, and what you're gonna do with Saquon Barkley. Good luck with that. I am not the guy to make those decisions, Chris.
I'm glad I'm not. I don't want to be a fly on that wall.
Yep.
Especially talking to Mara.
Yep. That's all I can tell you, bro.
Because Mara's, he looks like he's a quiet person, but
Yep.
he's very involved with that Giants team.
Yep. Oh, you heard it here, Chris.
Yep.
Get us out of here.
So, guys,
It's embarrassing.
thanks for tuning in. We are having a ball here. Just discussing this week's football scores, our reactions. So, thank you for tuning in. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, letting you know when the new episodes will be coming out. And as well as leaving your comments. Make sure you leave your comments. Let us know what you think.
My first smile.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ, what a fucking terrible week, bro. What a terrible week. But, happy Monday, guys. It is the JD CeeLo podcast, and we are out.
Thank you, guys. Peace.